What's up, guys? This video, we're gonna be sanding this thing behind me, aka Rome the Miata, now that we know that it runs. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Also, we're gonna be dealing with the exhaust in this video. Not all today, of course. But, right now what I'm gonna do is, this video, I didn't have that little hose there, so there was a vacuum leak. I'm 99% sure that's why. I'm 99% sure that's why it wasn't idling properly. So I'm gonna get the battery hooked back up. I'm gonna check it out with you guys, and then probably tomorrow or something I'll start dealing with it, because later on today I have to go deal with a vacuum leak that I have on Marshall. So let's see if this bad girl will idle. Apparently not. Okay. It might be the fact that I have the idle adjusted differently, so let me go adjust that one more time. And I'm not— oh, that stinks, oh my god. Alright, when it starts, it jumps up to 1,000, and then it chills at about 500. And then eventually it dies. Maybe if I turn on the AC? Nope, AC's bad. It stays alive if I give it gas. But then that happens if I give it gas and then let it die. I'll try and diagnose it a little bit more. Probably won't fix it properly anyway, because I need to tear everything apart again anyway, so I don't know why I'm doing this. Probably just for peace of mind, to say, hey, I'm not wasting my time and energy painting this thing. But whatever. Jesus Christ, that smells a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna probably spend another 10 minutes on this, see if I can get the idle set properly. If not, whatever, I'll deal with it later. But yeah, next clip should be me dismantling this thing. I might not be a professional, but I do know one thing about paint. Prep is key. So I'm going to be removing the taillights, headlights, side markers, all that shit before I start sanding. I'll show you, like, you know how the fancy YouTubers have the little snap and then it's done. I don't know how to fucking snap, so it's gonna be like a clap and then it'll be done. But it will be done nonetheless, and then I'll get to sanding, which is what I'll show you. Alright, we're gonna be removing the taillights, and there are probably a million thousands of videos on how to do this, so this isn't gonna be a how-to. But I will... oh, I had a bulb just... oh, it's a broken bulb. Okay then. Okay, got this one out. The rest, I'm just gonna probably put you on a time lapse or some shit so I can listen to music and just bang this out, because this is honestly boring shit. So alright, I got the whole rear end stripped of its lights, the reflectors and all that shit. Now we're gonna move to the front. I'm only gonna get these side markers and the turn signals, not the headlights, because sanding won't really affect them that much. But like I said, it's kind of repetitive and I don't want to show you the same shit over and over again. So I'll meet you guys once I take all this shit out. Alright, got the front lights all stripped out. Oh, also let me show you this real quick. See, Do It With Dan signed it at one of the motorcycle meets. It's about to get sanded off, and it kind of faded anyway. But yeah, so he signed it. I might get him to re-sign it eventually. But yeah, about the lighting on this thing, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna go eBay special, because what the hell is it called? It's blanking, I'm blanking. Whatever the Miata lights are, like the very fancy ones. But those are very freaking expensive. and this thing is gonna get a Casey's Custom Special, and I'm fucking painting it with tractor paint. Slash, I need to find a good body kit because I don't like these bumpers either, so whatever. I'm gonna get my sander, get respirated up, and just get to sanding. Alright, I got my sander, I got my respirator, got my safety glasses. I'm starting with 180, really fucking coarse, to get all the way down to basically bare metal, because the previous owner decided to half-ass his paint because my paint that I assumed was good like 2 years ago, I was about to put it on while I was talking, it wasn't good because it started, like you can see, it started flaking, and it started like flaking on the front. Also, we're only gonna get the top half today. Tomorrow, after I'm done, you know what, I'll just voice over this shit. Alright guys, I guess that's y'all's lesson, not to buy cheap sandpaper from Amazon. I am returning this. That was 120 grit that I used, and it did nothing. All it did was bunch up on the thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hand sand this, because I don't have enough time to go to Harbor Freight right now. But I'm going to go to Harbor Freight and get some sanding paper that is more suitable for this. I'm going to return that fucking Amazon thing. But whatever, so yeah. You see, this is 400 grit, and see how much better it does. I realize I'm being a complete and utter dumbass by doing this by hand. So, I'll just meet up with you guys tomorrow after I go to Harbor Freight and pick up very, very, very gritty sandpaper to get all of this shit down to bare metal. Until then, it's gonna be like 20 seconds for you, but until then, bye. Alright guys, it's a new day. I got the proper, what is it called? Sandpaper, one step above Amazon. I got Harbor Freight, which is good. I think I have like 80 grit or something like that. I'm gonna show you the trunk and then the driver's side, which is the worst side. And if you know how to sand those things, you'll know how to sand the rest of it. So yeah, I'm just only gonna show you that side. I'm gonna finish the rest of it, and then I'll show you the finished product. I'm gonna stop talking and get to getting. Also, I have it jacked up all the way around on all four corners, so it's easier for me to work on, and tomorrow easier for me to cut the exhaust off of. Alright, let me set you guys up, get a mask on, and get the show on the road. Alright, here's to hoping this goes a lot better. Alright, I'm practically done with the backside. I just gotta hit it with some sandpaper in some spots. Yes, I have to grab that Instagram thing off. I should probably grab that off before I start doing anything actually. Hold up. I have to record this. I might get this in one shot. Now that I said that, it's probably not gonna come out in one shot. Okay, let's try to get the 2 out. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna get to sanding. I'm gonna have to hit the fender with the paint stripper too. I think it was in a, cause this is a fucking clean title, but I think it was in a driver's side collision. Cause the door is red and the fender is blue, and they repainted it white. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to hit this with paint stripper. But I'm gonna do a fun thing that I've seen Casey's Customs do. So I'm gonna pause this, drink some water, and then I'll show you the fun thing. Hopefully this is as cool as I think it'll be. But if you know what this is, this should blow all of this shit off. And it should be kinda cool. There are two things I have learned from this. One is I understand why paint shops charge so fucking much. And two, I'm never doing this as a goddamn profession. And three, I should probably be wearing gloves and what is it called? Respirator, but my face is tired, so we're just gonna... I'm just gonna hold my breath. Two things. First off, I'm slightly dumbass. I'm slightly an idiot. I didn't realize that you're supposed to like actually put the pressure on the fucking thing on the sander, because I wasn't doing that on the whole driver's side. I started doing that on the passenger side and actually started doing shit. I thought I was just, yeah, I'm an idiot. Second, yeah, this paint stripper ain't doing nothing, so I'm gonna have to wash it off and then, what is it called? Just resand it. Hopefully everything will go well. I'm not gonna show you that part once again, it's very repetitive. I have gotten the hood, let me show you, hold up. I got the hood sanded. Once again, I didn't, oh, that's all sideways, here we go. Once again, I didn't really put any pressure on it because I was stupid. This is where the actual pressure started. So I'm gonna finish up the passenger side properly and then hit the driver's side again. Once again, can't tell how well you can hear me, but this is what it's supposed to look like when you're not a complete and utter idiot and you actually put pressure on the orbital sander. Not this over here, where I was putting barely any pressure because I'm an idiot. So I'm gonna go around. I'm probably gonna end up hitting the front bumper again. Passenger side is basically done. Gotta hit basically everything I hit that you saw, I'm gonna have to re-hit. So the whole entire rear end, the whole entire driver's side. Painting is hard fucking work. I have no idea how Casey's Customs dad does it and sands and all that crap. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys down and continue working. Yeah, this thing ain't getting primed today. It's gonna get sanded. But holy crap, I forgot how much work this was. I did this once already, like 3 years ago, but I wasn't recording anything. Oh my god, hold on, I'll show it to you. There we go, I got the top of the driver's side done. Now I gotta sit my butt down and do the bottom side. Боже мой. I'm gonna get all this crap sanded. And then I don't know if it's supposed to rain tonight. If it is, it'll kind of help me. It'll wash all this shit off. If it doesn't, then tomorrow I'll hose all this down, clean it up, and then prime it. Before that, I might get the exhaust work done because I'm so fucking sick and tired of sanding. This might have to go into the night. It is 7 o'clock right now. I'm 99% sure I started around 3, 4. I've been 3 hours at this. Honestly, not too bad. But yeah, never doing this for a full-size truck or a car or ever. Hell no. I'm taking that to a shop and I'm gonna say thank you very much, pay them as much money as they want, and get it done because this is fucking tiring. Okay, enough talking. See, this is what it's supposed to look like once you're done using the orbital sander. And yes, I am done. Originally, I was planning on just getting this down to bare metal. Then I realized that is going to be a pain in my bottom. So my plan is, I'm going to use filler primer anyway. So I'm going to, like, I have it sanded down to where, like, you can kind of feel, you can barely feel a transition. It's not going to be like a hard, like 3 layers of paint than one. I kind of got it sanded down to where it's a little bit better. And honestly, later down the road, once I get this thing running properly, turbo it, I might just swap out the fenders to where whatever. But for now, it should be good. And then also, I need a hand sand up there so I don't mess the glass up. And I think that is about it. Ooh, I gotta show you a cool thing. Hold on. I already showed you this cool thing. It just wasn't as cool because there wasn't that much dust, but 1 second. 2 things. First, I'm going to show you the cool thing. Second, yes, I understand in some spots I didn't sand it down as much. I'll just put down a crap ton of filler primer. Now, for the cool thing that I already tried to show you, which this time I definitely should be wearing a mask, but I am sick and tired of that thing, so I'll just hold my goddamn breath. Hopefully you can hear me over that loud ass compressor. Now I'm going to do that to the rest of the car, but you don't have to see that. Alright, I blew it off, I rinsed it down. It's going to be dry by tomorrow, / I'm going to end up degreasing it tomorrow, but it will be a lot more sunnier. And I will also, what is it called? Mask all the crap off. Well, my mom's going to help me with that because I suck at masking. Ugh, excuse me. But yeah, so everything is done tonight. I don't even know what time it is. I don't care what time it is. And yeah, like I said, on this side, I'm just gonna, I hope it's good enough to just blend, and if not, I'll just add a crap ton of filler primer. And then, actually, I'll explain all this tomorrow when I start painting. Props to all the body paint people, or the body work people, who also do painting and all that other shit. Because fuck this, I am never doing this again. Goddamn. It's a new day. I got a haircut. There's some surface rust that has formed overnight, which I will be sanding down real quick. And then a little bit up here as well. Then we are going to degrease the whole entire thing, mask it off, and then get to painting. I'll show you a little bit of the degreasing, but after that, I'll just get straight to the painting. Should I be using a tack cloth? Yes. Am I gonna go buy a tack cloth, especially for this project? No. So I'm using some all-purpose degreaser and a clean shop towel. Yeah, look at all that nasty crap that came off of there. Alright, now what is it called? Get the rest of it done. As you can see, everything is all masked off thanks to my lovely mother, because this is very tedious work, and tedious work pisses me off. So, got her assistance. Once again, she doesn't like being on camera, so did it all off camera. It's not the best, but this paint job isn't going to be the best. First, I'm going to hit these bare metal spots with the rust reformer, because some of them have like some surface rust on it, and the same thing on the other side. And then I'm gonna go inside and eat because I'm fucking hungry. After that, well, while it's drying, I'll let it dry, do all that crap, and then I'll meet you back up and I'll use the filler primer. Okay, now that the rust reformer has dried, I'm gonna be using this filler primer because there's a crap ton of like different levels, basically. And once again, I'm not a professional. Professionals would not be using spray paint to paint a vehicle. But I only have 3 cans of these. You know what? I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Once again, not a professional. I'm gonna start from the back. Alright, first coat is done. It's gonna be light because it's the first coat. And yes, I'm gonna get all the excuses out of the way. Eventually, maybe the next year, I'm gonna get a, what is it called, a body kit for this thing, which means the bumper is gonna be replaced, rear bumper is gonna be replaced, side skirts, maybe over fenders, not sure. But when I eventually do get all of this, let me turn it around. When I do eventually get it to the color that I want, it will be a different bumper, different rear bumper, a new driver's side fender, and a new door because of all this peeling and all that crap. Unless I can find a body shop to help me out for cheap. I'm gonna let this dry for about 20-ish minutes. Come back with a second coat. I'm not gonna show you that. What I will show you is my stupidity of because I want to be a cheapskate and not buy any more primer. But I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Actually, longer than 20 minutes because I have to do the second coat with the primer. Okay, so I got the second coat on the driver's side, but I ran out of primer. And that crap is expensive. And I'm balling on a budget. I have a crap ton of this stuff. As you can see, it says paint, but it also says and primer. I have like 6 cans of this, and I don't plan to paint anything red. So I'm just going to use this as primer. Once again, this isn't going to be perfect. I'm probably going to end up replacing some of these body panels before I actually end up painting, because this is not going to be the final color. I don't want it to be red. I have plans for this thing that don't include this, but I need to get it semi-coated to where it's not disgusting and paint peeling everywhere. So I'm gonna get the second coat on with this from like the bumper to the rest of it. Then when I hit it with the final coat with this, I'll bring you guys back out. Alright, second coat is done. Yes, it looks stupid. I don't really care. The third coat is gonna be heavier and is gonna become all red. Even though red is not my final color. I'm gonna keep on saying that. I don't want it red. Whenever I do my final color, I already said it once, I'll say it again. Fender, door, both of these are going to be replaced. Probably have a new bumper, new front bumper, or sorry, new rear, new front, and like just a new everything. So I'm going to give this like 30 minutes to dry. And then we'll hit it with its final coat and then just let it dry overnight. And then I'll show it to you tomorrow. As you can tell, it got dark outside. Probably because I kind of started a little later than I should have. So I'm gonna finish up the last coat tomorrow, which is, I'll show you, but I already showed you how it looks. Like, I'll continue to repeat this. This is not the final color. I do not want to have 2 red cars. Marshall is gonna be my only red car. But yeah, see you tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, so as you can tell, this coat is on. Now I got 2 coats on here. It smells like paint. It's gonna need to off gas for a while. And then, like I said, I'm gonna clean it one more time. And then eventually, by the end of this video, it should look all red. I don't think I'm gonna get to the exhaust because I do not have the exhaust clamps, but that should be next video. Let me get this all cleaned up and then show you what the 3rd coat looks like. And there's the finished product. Yes, it looks ugly. No, I do not care. Part of me, I kind of wanted to leave it gray with the primer, but that would only been 2 coats. And honestly, any color is better than black because I'm an idiot who decided to paint it black, even though it was white. I should have just left it white like 4 years ago, but whatever. Oh yeah, when it's black, it burns and it sucks. So I just made it red, uniform. This is with wet. Once it dries, I will show you that as well. And then I'll start unmasking all this crap, and hopefully next video, it'll be the exhaust and fixing the frickin' engine to where it actually runs properly. It is hot as hell out here. I'm gonna let this bake in the sun, and give maybe an hour or 2, I'll come back and show you guys the completed product. Alright, few things. It's been a couple hours. I let the paint dry enough. I took off all the masking. You won't see everything put back together as in the lights and stuff. Also, I'm an idiot who forgot to take out the license plate lights. So those got kind of painted a little bit. Also, I made a little, that's a little painted, but I do have what is it called? Convertible top dye, black dye, so I'll end up doing that. Let me show you how the final product looks. I'm gonna reiterate, this is not gonna be like this isn't my goal. This is just to get it to a color that isn't black, so whenever I touch it, it won't be scorching hot. And I promise you, when I do end up going with my final color, which will be with a new bumper, new bumpers, and side skirts, new driver's side door, new driver's side fender, I will be doing things properly, like disassembling the interior of the door. And also, let me show you where we also messed up. You see how you can still see black? Because I didn't take out the, what is it called? Door handle? Yeah. But for a dumbass who doesn't know what he's doing, / who doesn't really care how this thing looks right now, it looks decent. I'll put everything back together probably tomorrow, let this paint dry overnight. And then hopefully by next week or the week after, I get this thing running properly. Hopefully Andrew can come down and help me out with that. If you enjoyed this video of a dumbass doing dumbass things, please leave a like, subscribe down below, and comment what your favorite part of my dumbassery was this video. Thanks for watching, guys.